The first thing you need to understand is, can you see the brow bone? You have to look at the placement of the brow bone. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Israel. Family and friends call me Gray, and this is my model for today, Zainab. Zainab, say hi.
Hi everyone.
Alright, and on today's episode, I'll be taking you how to do a perfect brows. The kind of brows we do right now is called, some people call it faded brows, some people call it fainted brows, and we can also call it natural brows, which means that you actually don't want people to see, to know per se that you actually used pencil on the brows. So you want to make it as natural as it can be. Alright, so a lot of people struggle to achieve this, and I'm going to show you simple steps in achieving the best brows as you can. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is to carve a brows, but a brows is pretty carved. Now, because I'm not doing the skin work, like I'm not doing my full makeup, so I always prefer to dab the face with powder first, So like I said, because I'm actually not doing the skin work, I'm not prepping my face and all that. So, and I still want my brows to look natural. So what am I going to do? I'm going to dab powder on her face, so I'm picking a shade. And by the way, this is Beyond Beauty powder palette. It's actually a cream to powder, and I realized that a lot of people don't really know that we have something called cream to powder. Cream to powder is like a powder that actually has a bit of oil, or that has a bit of oil. Now a bit of oil. like my people, I don't want to mention their names.
Okay.
Like they will say. So it's actually not the matty kind of powder. So I can equally use this for someone that has a dry skin actually. Yes, and even the combination skin though. I just love it because sometimes I don't want the matty look and all that, you understand. So I just want to keep the face a bit oily, that dewy look and all that, you get. So I'm going to use my mascara wand. Okay, so let me go with my brow tints. Now I'll be using the male brow tints. So the tint actually makes your brow to sleep well, like, to make it sleep well and go more natural, even without you starting your brows first. I hope you can see the difference. You can see this. I'm going to do the other side. I hope you can see the difference. Yes, it's looking more, don't turn your face. It's looking more natural. Normally I was meant to wait for this thing to dry, but today I don't think I have that patience. So I'm going straight. Into the brows. Now we can start. The first thing you need to understand is, can you see the brow bone? You have to look at the placement of the brow bone. And this placement of the brow bone actually differs from each other because we all have different face shapes. We have different face shapes, and you have to locate where the brow bone is. So whenever you're drawing your brows, ensure that your brows or your pencil does not climb the brow bone, because the major concentration of the brows is the brow bone. So if you are not covering it, this is what I'm saying. Like I am drawing my brows now, and I am drawing it all over here, coming this way. If I'm doing this, look at the brow bone. This is a brow bone. It's been covered already. And like I said the major concentration is the brow bone. So which means, can you see this? Which means I have to go like this to ensure that a brow bone is coming out, because that's what I'm going to highlight. Alright. So having said that, I'm not going to be using pencil today. I'll be using my brow gel. This is by Iga Nesta. Okay.
How like when you were learning,
it's like you stored this question somewhere because you did it. You didn't even allow me to breathe.
Right.
Okay.
That's been in my mind.
Okay.
Challenges you faced when you were training. Things like that.
Challenges. Well, the first thing people need to realize that challenges are constant. Facing challenge is a constant thing that everybody is going to face at one time or the other. It's constant. You cannot run away from it. In fact, I tell people that because I've seen people that today they go around to learn cake. After so months, like probably they are facing a lot of challenges there. They leave it, they go and learn fashion designing. After a while, they feel like, oh, this fashion design is even tougher than they will run again to come and learn makeup and all that. Do you know what eventually, and you eventually end up not gaining anything at the end of the day, because why? You wasted your time. You become a jack of all trades and a master of none. So we need to embrace challenges like, okay, it is constant. I tell them that when I see people like that, I tell them that you see that thing you are running away from, you eventually come back to meet it, no matter where you run to, because it is constant. Now, talking about me in makeup, well, because for me, I understand early in life that challenges are constant. So, to be sincere, I don't really see it as, there are challenges, but I just see it as, okay, something that I needed to do or something I need to do to get to where I'm going, right? So I don't really see it as challenge. Probably you are trying to build your brand and it's not building. Of course, we are talking about clients. Like, we are not having clients, you understand? But then I tell people that this actually it has a whole lot to do with where you learn your work. It has a whole lot. If your boss is not creating content, bet it, there is 90% assurance that you will not create content when you graduate, when you have your own. You will not. If your boss is the type that talk anyhow to people, when you have your own, you would be talking anyhow, to your own students. So it is always better to sit in the shoulder of giants, people that has gone ahead of you. So if you see challenges as something like a stumbling block, then it's going to stop you. But if you see it as something you actually need to do to get to where you are going, then you are fine. Like I said, it is always constant. You cannot run away from it. In fact, there's an adage that says,
Yes.
which means that money is in the mouth of the lion, which means you have to fight it for you to get it. Now, ensure that you live like an inch from here to this place. Okay, no matter how bushy the person's brows is, on this front part, don't carve it out. And the upper part, I start from here backward, I start from here backward. So I'm going to use my finger to blend this part. Okay, so you don't start your brows from here. You leave an hinge. So you start from here as the same as the upper part. Now for the upper part, I don't really do a lot on the upper part, okay? Because I don't, in fact, a lot of times I do my brows without highlighting the upper part. So, but this is it anyways. You need to do just a very little concealer. And of course, you are picking the person's shade for the upper part, okay? I think that is too basic to start explaining. But then, I'm still saying it. You have to pick the person's shade for the upper part. So I'm using the same thing because I can be as soft as I want, that it will even give me the texture of our skin. So it's just about reducing the pressure, Then you blend it out into the skin. When you draw your pencil well, it gives you a very easy work. So once your pencil is being drawn well, you are just highlighting and tracing out your pencil. That's all. So you are not stressing yourself. Sometimes you are, there's that tendency for you to start looking at a pencil that is not sharp, it's not coming out thick. Nobody's even doing all those thick and dark brows again. You get. So, but by the time you highlight, you put your concealer there, then it pops out. Then after that, I'll move a bit to the front to join it. and after I move to the front. Don't forget I said you should stop here. And that there's positioning. When I'm doing the lower part, I'm standing by her right. I'm doing the lower part, I was standing by her right. Even this lower part, I was still standing by her right. But when I'm doing the upper part, I am coming to her left hand side. And even this upper part, do you understand? I'm also coming to her left hand side. There's a way everybody catches up. We all catch things differently. And let me tell you the truth. You see me that you guys are looking at, I am a very slow learner. But people don't believe. I am extremely slow. And I am not capping it. I am extremely. If we have 100 people and we are taught a particular thing, if I am not the 95, I'll be the 100. I'm being serious here, I'm being sincere here. But you see, there's a route to life, to success. And the number one route to success is you must know yourself first. You must know yourself first. Now, there are times I'm training about 15, 20 students at once. And the one that does not understand what I'm doing is one that will stay at the back and they'll be dancing. That's when they'll be twerking at the back. The one that does not understand it. And the people that understood it, they will be at the front and they'll still be playing with people that don't understand it at the back. So the first goal is to know yourself. So what do I do for me? Because I already know what works for me. I write down things a whole lot. Because the kind of person I am, I can just be looking at something like this and a lot of ideas start popping out to me. That's how I get my inspiration. I get my inspiration from anywhere, from my environment. So immediately I get an idea, I take out my notepad. So I don't joke with writing things down. Sometimes I've had students that I have already seen that this person is a bit slow in a particular thing. And I'm talking, the person is not writing. On a norm, the kind of person I am, I will not talk. But when I now realize that this is money you are wasting, your money is reading, you have so months to use, and you've not gotten this, and yet you cannot write things down. That's when I now talk. Okay, Yoruba will say Talajelo. But if you really want to, there's nothing too hard. It's just for you to know yourself. So for me, I'm extremely slow, but I know myself that okay, I just have to go back home and go over it and go. So by the time we come out to probably competition or something, I'll be the best. So people will start thinking I am smart. It is not that I am smart. Everybody is smart. In fact, I am not even smart. But because I know myself, so I go back home and dwell on that thing and sit on it to the extent that when the result comes, I'll be the best. So that is because I already know the kind of person I am. But when you are teaching, even my tutor, my guy will get tired of teaching me. I'm telling you. Because I won't just get it right. But I write everything you say. Everything you say. I can tell you said this on this day, you said this on this day, because I will write everything down. And I will